Contacting real companies that we thought had unique, interesting looking t-shirts. So we had a graphic designer design the t-shirt, then we had a t-shirt company print them for us, then we cut them all out and then had them all stitched together, and this is what we ended up with. This is the one that they reference in dialogue, Saul's snake in Taqueria. This is the three-headed lobster in Maine. This one here was designed by a friend of the director. Each t-shirt was acquired and then broken down and aged. Then we selected the backing color of purple because that's Bella's favorite color. The quilt was built fairly thin so that we could get into a small box for the shooting. So basically, by the time this quilt was completed, by the time we phoned around, found the t-shirts, got them all delivered, paid for them, cut them, sewed them, this was probably roughly 400 hours of work went into this quilt. And there's 3 of them in existence at this point right now.
I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to introduce myself last week. I'm Edward Cullen.
Bella.
Jacob, hello, biceps.
Just filling out, Bella.
You're just not good for me.
Don't.
I know what he did to you. I'll always be there for you, Bella. I'll never go away.
You're sort of beautiful.
He left you, Bella. He didn't want you anymore, remember?
Don't!
Goodbye, Jake.
No, you don't speak for her.
Stop! You can't hurt each other without hurting me.
Marry me, Bella.
Eclipse was always about having to face the consequences of your choices. Fantasy love and reality love. There isn't one that's better than the other. But I wanted her to really have to look at what she was choosing and what she was giving up and put full weight on both of those choices before she made it.
Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice.
Eclipse starts at a sort of high note. Edward and Bella are happy and coming down off of the sort of traumatic experience that they had in Italy.
Oh, please, please!
I'm still being hunted by vampires, but the biggest problem in my life is being able to admit to myself and acknowledge that there are different levels of loving someone, and I'm totally in love with my best friend.
Hey, it's Jake. Leave a message.
But just not as much as my real, true love, who obviously is Edward.
Marry me.
No.
Because Edward has solidified the relationship for her, and in her eyes, she gets some control back.
Change me.
Bella is completely determined to become a vampire and have Edward change her, and Edward's still reluctant to that, which makes things, in a lot of ways, more difficult.
While Bella is willing to devote her life to him, she's got some weird issues with marriage because her mom got married and it didn't really work out, but they want exactly the same thing from each other. They have different ways of expressing it.
Edward constantly overthinks everything, and is this right, is that right? And his personality swings back and forth from the beginning, where he's very overprotective and he goes too far, and then he swings back too far the other way.
Sorry I let this go on for so long.
He has 17-year-old guy emotions, you know, being jealous of other guys who fancy his girlfriend.
As we get deeper into the story, Jacob and Bella start to, you know, reconnect again.
Jacob has this twofold mission, and one is to save her from the monster, and the other is to make her see that she